Setting up camp shouldn't take longer than the drive to get there. I used to dread wrestling with fiberglass poles and confusing instructions, so I decided to test out the most popular instant tents on the market. I bought the top 5 models, dragged them outdoors, and timed exactly how fast they go up, and if they actually keep the rain out. Here is what I found. Product number 1, Core Instant Cabin Tents with LED lights. Let's start with the Core Instant Cabin with built-in LEDs. When I first dragged this bag out, I was skeptical about the instant claim, but the pre-attached poles actually lock into place fast. It took me just under 2 minutes. The standout feature here is obviously the lighting. You plug it into a battery bank, and you've got a wall switch controlling ceiling lights with 3 brightness levels. It feels like a real room, not a nylon cave. Inside, it's massive. I fit 2 queen air mattresses with room to spare. The fabric feels tough, and the H20 block technology held up well, though I always recommend sealing seams yourself just in case. If you hate fumbling for flashlights or lanterns at night, this is hands down the best option for family comfort. Product number 2, Core 9-Person Instant Cabin Tent Green. If you love that spacious design but don't care about the fancy built-in lights, the standard Core 9-Person Instant Cabin is a solid alternative. Physically, it feels very similar to the previous one, same heavy-duty polyester and that handy 14 by 9 foot footprint. Setting it up was just as easy. I clicked the poles into place and it was standing in about 2 minutes. The ventilation here is excellent. I noticed the lower intake vents really do pull cool air in while the mesh ceiling lets the hot air out, which is a lifesaver on muggy nights. It fits up to 9 people if you pack in like sardines, but honestly, it's perfect for a group of 4 with gear. It's perfect if you need maximum floor space but want to save a few bucks by skipping the integrated electronics. Product number 3, Core Instant Cabin Tents 6-Person Multi-Room. Moving on to the smaller sibling, the Core 6-Person Instant Cabin. While the bigger ones took me 2 minutes, I actually got this one up closer to the 60-second mark because it's just less fabric to manage. It fits 2 queen beds tight, but it's much more comfortable with just 1 and some gear. What I really appreciated here was the interior organization. It has this gear loft and a hanging organizer that keeps your keys and phones off the floor, which is a small detail that makes a big difference when you're trying to keep the tent tidy. The 72-inch center height is decent, though taller folks might brush the top. If you're a smaller family or a couple wanting extra luxury space without the hassle of a massive footprint, this hits the sweet spot. Product number 4, Fantic Outdoor Camping Tent. Then I tried out the Fantic Instant Cabin. The first thing I noticed handling this was the frame. It uses carbon structural steel and it feels rock solid once it's locked in. They claim a 60-second setup, and honestly, it's pretty accurate thanks to the seamless construction. My favorite part though has to be the visibility. It has mesh windows on all 4 sides plus the ceiling. On a clear night, you can take the rainfly off and just stare at the stars, and the airflow is incredible. It's waterproof too. They designed the door zipper specifically to prevent that annoying leak that happens at the bottom of the door. If you camp in hotter climates or just want that open, airy feeling while being protected from bugs, this is the one to grab. Product number 5, Camel Crown Instant Tent. Finally, I packed up the Camel Crown Instant Tent. This one feels a bit different to the touch because they use a 150D Oxford fabric. It feels thicker and smoother than standard nylon, and it's definitely harder to tear. Setting it up was straightforward with the telescopic poles, click, click, and you're done in under a minute. Space-wise, it's a bit cozier, fitting about 4 people comfortably, making it great for car camping or a small fishing trip. I really liked the stability of this one. Once I staked down the 4 steel leg poles and attached the wind ropes, it didn't budge in the breeze. It's a rugged, no-nonsense shelter. I'd recommend this if you want something durable that can handle a bit of rough handling without falling apart. Camping should be about relaxing, not fighting with tent poles. All of these options save you time, so it really comes down to how much space and which features you prioritize. I've left links to all of them in the description below so you can check the current pricing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.